No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Gators have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming, and the opening of the season. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Florida. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Turning on the Jets. Oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Sooners.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Setting up for the extra point and the time. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short.
Let's go. Right. Single.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gets the back moving. Looking to fire. He fires one deep down the right side.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forced him in a little bit.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's ball. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level. And with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. With the catch, it's Wilson. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. And a missed connection on third down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. No good. And after the first quarter miss, guys, we're still tied up.
Man, that kicker came inches away from hitting a PB. That thing almost cleared the crossbar. Wow.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throwing right. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy's no different. He has a chance to be the next great Sooner receiver.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and he falls incomplete.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Motion from the back. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations.
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone. Third and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here's the handoff. Oh, out of space. Inside the 50. Turning it on. The 20. He's at the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gators.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Arkansas State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. But they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 10 over the Rebels. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now move. Lots of running room. Past the first down marker and still running. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and it's just and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. To the 10. On the move at the 30. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Wilson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space, it's Daniels. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys to use their speed against them.
Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, a first half turnover. Swing momentum. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. First play of the drive comes from the 38. From the gun. Give on the inside.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Mateer. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sooners!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Buying some time. Finds space on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line. And the interception has set up great field position. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Running it to the right. Makes his man miss.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge, the freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. They ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Snagged out of the air. And the Gators will move the sticks.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw again. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Unleashes to the end zone. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll try the left side. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators